I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. To be lucky you help me, I said lucky you help me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Vikings going up against the Rams.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, it's Gurley. And some room to work. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. They'll try the air now with Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got a man, it's right. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. Cousins to throw it this time. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Ryan Quigley on now to kick this one away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Gurley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Third and 2, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to get the first down as they bring it. Down at the 23. Here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. In the red zone this time. Goff throwing again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They start the drive with Cook. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Now a 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Cousins to throw it. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play action now. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, Murray. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Second down, Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. The play clock's running down. On third down, Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun. Goff. And right with it here over the middle. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now Goff on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First down, here's Cousins. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aaron Donald. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On play action, Cousins. Hard throw, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now a first down throw, gone. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down is gone. And that is incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. It's a gain of 4 that time. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's right. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Cousins now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Oh, man, partner, this is something cornerbacks love to do, and that's outthink a quarterback. If you get a sense that they're going to throw a quick out route or a quick hitch, you can just lay back an extra yard or two, but then really put your foot in the turf and drive on the football. And here I think he baited the quarterback into the throw and made it pay off.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Oh, he shifts past him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin. In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 3rd and long. It's Goff. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Cousins finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Cook stripped, the ball's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And now out comes Minnesota. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Cousins on first down. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down following the incompletion. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
An exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. To throw is Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
A toss to Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Cousins now. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And the Rams getting set to go now.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And some room to maneuver. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short. 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll set up a throw, and he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go play action here on 1st down. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It's a former star crosstown at UCLA, Anthony Barr. Coming hard on the blitz, he dumps him for a loss of 8.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Flush to his right. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So 2nd and 10 here. Play fake. Cousins staying out, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Play action now. Cousins. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 3. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Throwing, Cousins. Pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. And Ndamukong Suh in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Second down, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
comes to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Cousins. He finds a man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. A first down throw for Cousins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw, Cousins. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. On third down, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, now he bowls him over. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on fourth down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Let's go!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go.
Hurry up, here we go. Right there, 54, right there. Detroit! No.
Hey.
All right, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Hey, zebra.
Hey, alert 3.
Following the interception, Cousins escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And now it's second down. working out of the gun. Cousins. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And I know it's hard to